Well, I hope I haven't kept you waiting too long here in the attic once again. You know, it's nice to know I'm never alone because you're always up here creeping around in the attic just overhead for some reason. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed visiting with my family here while you were waiting for me. What were we talking about? Oh yes, masks, that's it. Welcome once again to the Mask Fan Attic. Strange thing tonight. Kind of a strange thing. This particular mask, sculpted by me, I know, sculpted by me. I should call this the Shameless Self-Indulgence Attic tonight instead of the Mask Fan Attic. But hey, once in a while, you know, there's a reason once in a while to discuss one that was made by me. And tonight's was made by me. What the heck is that? Well, she is, it's a female, in case you couldn't tell that. She's from 1990. Wow. And she is called Synthea, but not spelled like the proper name Synthea. It's S-Y-N-T-H-E-A. You get it? Because she's synthetic. Because she's, yeah. Now, a lot of people have seen this mask over the years and said, oh, is that supposed to be Syl from Species? No, it isn't. Because this was before Species came along, okay, 1990. That was much later than Syl from Species. Although I've always thought it would be kind of interesting to paint one green with kind of some spotty silver and gold kind of highlights and okay, maybe not gold because gold paint is bad for latex. Let's just say silver highlights and try to make it look like one of, well, it wouldn't look like Syl from Species because really nothing is the same about it except that it's a female futuristic alien looking visage. Nothing really looks the same, so it wouldn't really look like Syl, but it might look like one of Syl's sisters. Syl's sorority sisters? Syl's 7 sexy, sleazy sorority sisters from space? Never mind, never mind. I think I just wrote a Charles Band movie right there accidentally while saying that, so we'll probably have to edit that out. Anyway, Synthea here. I don't know what I had in mind, but you can probably tell I had a bad case of the 80s at the time in 1990 because look at that color scheme, and this is how I painted most of these. I had the white and the pinkish purple magenta and the kind of turquoise greenish blue colors going on, which you know, today looks kind of like 80s colors. At the time they were just colors, you see, because the 80s had just ended. You with me? Certainly. Now Synthea here was not based on anything in particular, and I realized today that she doesn't make a lick of what you call your basic sense. She's just a lot of strange curves and shapes and contours and arcs and appendages, and what I was really going for was something alien and female that was kind of pretty. So I was going for pretty with this. I remember that much. I wasn't a student of anatomy or anything like that, so a lot of this doesn't look like it really would work any particular way. I just wanted something pretty and feminine looking, you know, as opposed to the more commonplace, completely horrible, nasty, ghoulish looking, which of course I also love, but she was supposed to be something a little different. And I think I was probably not really thinking about logical, plausible physiognomy or anything like that. I was probably thinking more like people think when they're making pottery or vases or decorative furniture or something like that. I was just thinking what would look cool, and I just put all this stuff together and made something that I just thought looked cool. Now I would say I made probably about 50 of these. Yeah, because if you figure 2 a year for 25 years, that would figure out to be about 50 for those of you who are not real great with arithmetic. That would be about 50. And of course, when I first made this thing, I made more than 2 a year. I made like 6 or 8 or 10 right away, and then the first few years. And then a lot of years I didn't make any because the mold was just left in storage and I didn't use it at all. So I would say that's a pretty good estimate. Probably about 50 of these in the known universe. I hope they've all survived. I don't know. I didn't paint them all in this kind of Miami Vice paint scheme here. The majority of them, yes, but some of them were also silver, or like a dark silver, like a kind of a lead color with some red and blue on there. And a few of them were sort of a grayish purple color. I tried to make it look feminine. Do you get it? I mean, it's weird, but it's supposed to be feminine and pretty. in its own way. You following me? Okay. Now, why do I bring this up after all these years? Good heavens. Well, at the time, now this was completely inadvertent and unintentional on my part, but everybody who saw this said that it resembled a particular friend of mine, and it got to be almost like running joke. Everybody who saw this mask said, "Oh, you're thinking of so-and-so when you sculpted it," and I really wasn't thinking of her. It just sort of turned out that way, so I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult. I wouldn't want to embarrass her by saying her name, but if you know Melissa Guerin Boggs, that's Melissa Guerin, G-E-R-R-E-N, Boggs, B-O-G-G-S, you might notice whether or not you think this actually resembles her. She was a friend of mine way back when. She still is a friend of mine. Despite this, she still is, by the way. And I don't know whether that's an insult or a compliment, but everybody who saw this, and to this day, people are like, "That looks like Melissa!" And it wasn't supposed to be my friend Melissa, but apparently to the average human it resembles her. So hey, play your cards right, and maybe some mask maker will make a weird creature from space that looks like you. Okay, maybe that's if you play your cards wrong. I don't know though, you might look nice with ventilation ducts on the upper sides of your head. Let's have a better look.